Hattie has a lot going on. She has things that she's venturing into, and I would just encourage everybody to stay tuned.
You can best believe I'm gonna be right here, and you gonna know it when it's time for you to come on and be where you supposed to be at. That's what's happening with that. Ain't that nice? Yeah, ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? Yeah.
Whenever there's a new Tyler Perry production with the old gang, the fan favorites like Aunt Bam, Mr. Brown, Joe, and even Cora, we expect to see Hattie too. After A Madea Homecoming, I brushed it off. But with Madea's Destination Wedding, I've officially had enough. Why is Hattie, one of the biggest scene stealers in the entire Madea universe, missing from the newer Tyler Perry movies? If you're a Hattie fan, hit like right now so this video can go viral and hopefully reach Tyler Perry, because we need to see Hattie in whatever Madea movie is coming next. And comment Team Hattie if you agree. In this video, we're going to dig deep and break down what we know for sure, what we don't know, and the most realistic reasons this could be happening without making up fairy tales. And yes, I'm going to say what a lot of fans are thinking, respectfully. Before we dive in, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss any of my videos.
Hattie, girl, don't spare my name. The police is looking for me. Don't do that.
Now here's the part that makes fans feel teased. After a Madea family funeral, Patrice Lovely did an interview where she strongly suggested Hattie wasn't done. Basically like,
Don't think because Madea going to sleep, Hattie gonna be asleep. No, ma'am.
It ain't going down like that. You can best believe I'm gonna be right here, and you gonna know it when it's time for you to come on and be where you supposed to be.
that's why people kept hope alive. So when Homecoming happened with no Hattie, fans said, okay, maybe next time. Then Destination Wedding happens, and still no Hattie. That's why the question isn't going away, and a lot of people were frustrated about it. And here's why the frustration makes sense. Madea's Destination Wedding is built around Brian's daughter Tiffany getting engaged fast, and the family going to the Bahamas for the wedding madness. And if you remember the Boo movies, that whole era leaned hard into Brian as the stressed dad, his kids being the center of the mess, and the Madea crew showing up to turn a simple problem into a 5-alarm comedy. And in that lane of Tyler Perry characters, Hattie fits like a glove. That's why fans didn't just want her in Destination Wedding, they expected her. Especially because Madea's Destination Wedding brought back much of the same main cast from the Boo movies, and even added familiar fan favorites like Mr. Brown and Cora, who weren't part of the original Boo cast. And let's be real, Destination Wedding is centered around that ensemble energy. So when the movie can reunite the old cast and bring in additional Madea universe favorites, but Hattie is still nowhere to be found, that's when people start asking, okay, so what's really going on?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go back on the corner and sell my goodies. My goodies. Not my goodies.
Now we're entering possibility territory, so I'm going to label these clearly. Possibility A, it's simply a creative decision. This is the most boring answer, but it's also the most common. Sometimes writers cut characters not because of drama, but because the story is focused somewhere else. Madea's Destination Wedding is centered around a family wedding out of the country, and technically, Hattie isn't family. And let's be real, who is going to pay for her trip? So the simplest explanation could be that she just didn't fit into the storyline, and they didn't write a place for her. But let's be honest, this is a movie. If they wanted Hattie in it, they could have written it however they wanted to make it work. So yes, that's a possibility. But is it an acceptable one? Not really. Hattie doesn't need a deep plot reason. She needs 90 seconds and a hallway to walk down. Possibility B. Scheduling/logistics. Movies run on tight shooting schedules. If someone is booked, touring, filming another project, or simply unavailable during that specific window, they can't do the movie. Even a cameo can fall apart quickly. We do know that Patrice Lovely has remained publicly active and has her own projects, like Ma's House. That doesn't prove scheduling was the issue, but it does prove she didn't just disappear. So timing could have played a role. Possibility C, money and negotiation. We all know Hattie is a fan favorite, and when a character becomes a fan favorite, that can change the business conversation. It can come with higher pay expectations, better contract terms, more control over how the character is used. If the business side doesn't align with the creative plan, sometimes a role quietly becomes not worth it to the production. That's not drama, that's Hollywood. And situations like that are very rarely confirmed publicly. Now, I could see that being a possibility. Not saying that's what happened, but if it did, Hattie steals the spotlight almost as much as Madea does. From a fan perspective, she would absolutely feel worth it. On the other hand, Tyler Perry has a strong reputation for taking care of his cast and paying his actors well. Many actors have publicly credited him for running his studio efficiently and compensating people fairly. So money might not even be the issue. And honestly, it's hard to imagine Patrice Lovely demanding anything outrageous or unreasonable. Possibility D, something personal, but not public. Fans always jump straight to beef. And yes, sometimes that happens in Hollywood.
Prove it, Satan, prove it! Oh!
I can't say that's the case. But if we're being honest, that explanation would make the most sense to some people, simply because there hasn't been any other clear reason given. Still, without proof, that's just speculation. There has been no public statement confirming a feud, a ban, or any studio drama.
You see, Ram? That's what you need to be praying about right there, the hookup. I want you to go over there to the thug side of him over there where Tupac near me is over there. And tell him to send me one named Hakeem, Rasheem, Malik. Long as he got gold teeth, gold doggone boots on, baby. Long as he got Timbs, 2 Rottweilers sitting there right beside his ankle, baby. And long as he tatted up everywhere, just tattoos everywhere. That does a body good, baby. That's better than milk right there, baby. You hit me down these here stairs.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a bad hip.
Okay.
Oh, God. Hey, my name is Hattie Mae. I said, do you want some D's, sir?
What are we having?
D's, sir!
Possibility E, character clashes. Now, this one is a stretch, but it's still worth mentioning. To some fans, Hattie is just as funny as Madea, and to some, Hattie might even be funnier. She has that unpredictable, scene-stealing energy, the kind where you're just waiting for her to say something wild. And when she shows up, she doesn't blend in. She pops. So could it be possible, and I'm saying possible, not confirmed, that there were concerns about Hattie stealing too much of the spotlight? In ensemble comedies, balance matters, especially when you're dealing with an iconic central character like Madea. The franchise is built around her. She's the brand. She's the anchor. If another character consistently pulls massive audience reactions, that can shift the dynamic of the room. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but in entertainment, protecting the central brand is always a factor. That said, personally, I think the magic works best when they're together. Whether it's a movie or a stage play, the dynamic between Madea and Hattie adds layers. It's not competition, it's contrast. Their personalities bounce off each other in a way that makes both characters shine. It doesn't feel like one replaces the other. It feels better with both.
My sister got mad at me and put me in here about 2 years ago because I did one little bitty thing.
What you do, honey?
I slept with her, man.
Hattie, at some point you got to let it go, honey. At some point you just got to give it up.
Well, that's what I did. I gave it up and I let it go.
At the end of the day, We need to see Hattie back on our screens. She represents a whole type of woman: loud, confident, messy, loving, nosy, completely unbothered. When she's not included, it feels like, why bring back the universe, but leave out one of the characters who helped build the fun? And for fans, it's not even about needing her in every single movie. It's the fact that we didn't get anything. Not a quick pop-in scene, not even a throwaway line like, Hattie couldn't make it. Nothing. And when a character that big disappears without explanation, fans are going to notice. So until we get an answer, the questions aren't going anywhere. Because Hattie isn't just a side character. She's part of the experience.
Ooh, Jesus, who is this? A pretty fine specimen of a man right here.
This is Bobby.
Well, hello, Bobby. My name is Whitney, and I'll always love you. 'Cause it's my prerogative.
What we know for sure. There has been no public explanation from Tyler Perry about Hattie's absence. And based on available reports, Patrice Lovely hasn't publicly addressed the reason either. Now, if you clicked on this video hoping for a clear, official statement, a confirmed explanation spelling out exactly why she's gone, that explanation does not exist publicly right now. So as of today, the honest answer is simple. We don't have an official reason. What we do have, though, is a noticeable shift. And that shift has fans asking questions. So let me ask you, do you think this was a creative decision, a scheduling conflict, a money or contract situation, Hattie stealing Madea's spotlight, or something deeper? Drop your theory in the comments. Just keep it cute and respectful. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about real people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you get notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.